Good morning. Welcome to English class. In the previous class, we have taken some activities of our first lesson. I think you have completed that in your textbook and notebook also. Today we are going to take second lesson, Clever Carla. It's a short play. A simple short play. That is today's class. Okay. Take your textbook. Take the second lesson, Clever Carla. I shall read it. Listen. In the city of Palermo, Italy, there lived a poor farmer and his young daughter, Carla. The farmer worked hard to cultivate fine grains and fresh vegetables, which he sold at a nearby market. Carla helped her father by watering the plants and collecting the grains. So, in the city of Palermo, Italy, there lived a farmer and his young daughter, Carla. He was a hardworking farmer. Then his daughter also helped her father's farming by collecting grains and watering plants. One day, the farmer gets ready to go to the market for selling the grains. Then, one day the farmer loaded his wagon with grains and hitched up his only horse. Farmer, wish me luck, Carla. I am going to the market and hope to return before dark with my pockets filled with money. Carla, good luck, Papa. Do come back soon. I will have the rest of the grains collected by the time you come back. Then one day he was get ready to go to the market for selling the grains. Then he shared his hope with his daughter Carla. He expected uh, he will come back with a pocket full of money. Then the farmer reached in the street. In the street, merchant. Hey, wait, my good fellow. He picks up a handful of grains and admires them. I see you do fine work. Very fine indeed. He looks at the farmer with slight grin. How much for everything? Farmer. 20 copper pieces for everything. Merchant. They did. Here is the money. The merchant climbs onto the wagon, seats himself next to the farmer. Now sit down and be on your way. Farmer, what this? Merchant. Come now, my dear fellow. Let us not argue. You did agree to sell me everything, didn't you? Farmer. Well, yes, but merchant. I take you at your word. Everything includes your wagon and your horse. After all, a deal is a deal. If you don't agree with me, we will go before the judge. There is one just down the street. When the farmer reached in the street, there he met a merchant. Then the merchant came near him and he asked about how much for everything, about the grains, and he asked how much for everything. Then the farmer replied, 20 copper pieces for everything. But the merchant really meant that everything means including the farmer's wagon and horse also. But the farmer couldn't understand that. He agreed to sell everything. Then it's a deal, here is the money. If it is the deal, here is the money. The merchant climbed onto the wagon, sits himself next to the farm. He gets into the wagon and he sat near the farm. And he ordered the farmer to get down from the wagon. At first, the farmer couldn't understand everything, but later he understood that he was trapped by the merchant. Then the merchant asked him to go to a judge. If you don't agree with me, we can meet a judge. He will decide what to do. Then they went into a court. In the court, next scene in the court. Judge, did you agree to sell everything? Farmer, well, yes, but judge, then a deal is a deal, and you must do as you agreed. The farmer walks back home with a cruel merchant's laughing ringing in his ears. When he gets home, he explains everything to Carla just as it happened. Carla, what a greedy old man. But don't worry, Papa. I have an idea. Early the next day, Carla selected a basket full of the best ripe watermelons that the farmer had ever made. Carla, let me try my luck at selling it. Then next day, they reached in the court and the judge. What was the judgment of the judge? A deal is a deal. You must do as you agreed. Then the farmer sadly reached his home and he explained everything to his daughter. Then the Carla consoled him that don't worry, we can teach him a lesson. Then next day, she was get ready to go to the market for selling ripe, best ripe watermelons that the farmer have ever made. That was the best watermelons the farmer ever made. Then she went to the street for selling this. In the street, merchant. Again, the merchant came her. Young lady, you look tired. Perhaps I can help you? Carla, that would be very nice indeed. She holds out a pair of watermelons. Merchant, how much for everything? The same question he asked to Carla also. How much for everything? He grins slyly, thinking he can make another good deal for himself. He grins. What is meant by grin slyly means? Grin slyly means what is meant by grin? A smile, a type of smile. Slyly grin means cunning smile. ഒരു കള്ളത്തരത്തോടുകൂടി ചിരിക്കുകയാണ് എന്താ പറയാ ഗ്രീൻ സ്ലൈലി എന്ന് പറയാം. He grins slyly because he is going to grab the girl. So he grins slyly, thinking he can make another good deal for himself. Carla, how much will you give me? The merchant takes 3 copper coins in his hand. When Carla asked him, how much will you give me? He replied, or he showed 3 copper coins in his hand. Merchant, these are difficult times, lady. This is all I can offer. He showed 3 copper coins in his hand and he told her that it's a difficult time. Anyway, this is all I can offer. Carla, everything in your hand? Everything in your hand? കയ്യിലുള്ള എല്ലാം. Merchant, yes, certainly. Carla, then it's a deal. She holds out her hand for payment. The merchant grins slyly and slides the coins into her hand. Again, he grins slyly. He smiled slyly and he has given the copper coins to her hand. Carla, oh, thank you. And I see that you have 3 lovely rings. I will have them as well. Thank you. They are very colorful. Merchant, what? You must be crazy. Carla, but you had agreed to give me everything in your hand, didn't you? And remember, a deal is a deal. Just the way you had a deal with my father the other day. Then, when he has given the copper coins, Carla told him that, thank you very much, because the 3 lovely rings I have seen in your hand, that also you agree with me to give me. You agreed to give me, so I am very happy because of that. Then merchant asks, you must be crazy. What are you telling? You must be crazy. Carla, but you had agreed to give me everything in your hand. Again, she asked him. And remember, a deal is a deal. The other day, you had a deal with my father. Didn't you remember that? Merchant. Oh no. Reluctantly, he removes the rings and gives them to Carla. He wipes his tears. She sees his tears and returns the ring. Reluctantly means ഒട്ടും ഒട്ടും സമ്മതമില്ലാതെ ഭയങ്കര മടിയോടുകൂടി he removes the rings and gives to Carla. And he wipes his tears. കരയുന്നും കൂടി ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. When Carla sees his tears, she returns his ring. Carla, I can't cheat anybody as you did. I can't cheat anybody as you did. My father taught me not to harm anybody. Take your rings back. The merchant looks at Carla in wonder. My father teach me. She returned the ring and told him that my father teach me don't cheat anybody. And she can't cheat anybody as the merchant did. And her father told her that not to harm anybody. And take your ring back. That's all. That's the lesson. Clever Carla. It's a short play. Read it 4 or 5 times. And one activity is the activity 1. Number the pictures in the same order as the events took place in the play. Some pictures are given there. And number the pictures as the events took place in the play. ആ ഷോർട്ട് പ്ലേയില് നടന്ന ഓർഡർ അനുസരിച്ച് ആ പിക്ചേഴ്സിന് നമ്പർ കൊടുക്കാം. Then later write the events in the right order in the space given below. First you give the number for the pictures, then write the events. What is the event in the picture? Write in the order in the space given below. Page number 125. That is the book I am giving you now. Okay. Then read your textbook well, study well, complete your works well. Okay. Then bye. Thank you. Have a nice day.